Hello my fellow planty people, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video today. Please join me in grabbing a drink as today, foster cat. Please join me in grabbing a drink because today I want to do another video about getting rid of plants. But first, look at this beautiful drink my husband made me. It's so pretty. Purple is my favorite color. This is a Tom Collins. Tom Collins are made with gin, and we picked up a gin called Empress Gin that's made with, I want to call it butterfly flowers? Butter pea flowers? Anyway, it's blue, and when you put lemon in it, it reacts and makes it this a beautiful purple color, and it's also very delicious. It's so good. Yeah, we're getting rid of plants today. About a year ago, I made a video about plant purging, and I'm at that point again. I have too many plants. It's becoming overwhelming. I'm getting stressed out, and this is not how it's supposed to be. Plants are supposed to bring us joy. They're supposed to de-stress us. They're supposed to make us happy. So when you get at this point, when I first was at this point, like, I felt so guilty that I was getting rid of plants because, like, they're living things, and I just felt so guilty. Okay, another cattail. But please don't feel guilty about it. It's just, I think this is the normal thing that happens. Being a part of the plant community, you are very exposed to a lot of toxic consumerism traits, because so you see when you get into plants, if you're like me, I did like plant Instagram and I was watching plant YouTube, and you just see all of these influencers with beautiful plants and beautiful collections, and you feel a very much, at least in my case, I can't speak for everybody, but in my case, a very like keep up with the Joneses type of mentality, which is not healthy, because you can go from 5 plants, which you're like, oh fine, to then 50, and then you're like, what did I do? Where it used to take me 5 minutes to take care of my plants, now it takes me an hour. Oh gosh. My overall point is, please don't feel bad that you're feeling overwhelmed by your plants, and don't feel bad that you're giving them away. You can sell your plants, you can trade or swap for them, you can give them away for free, you can even throw them away. Whatever you need to do, don't feel bad about it. If you have the energy to take pictures of the plants that you no longer want, post them on social media, talk to people interested, what are you doing? But yeah, if you have that energy to put all that effort to sell or trade your plants, like, good for you, but honestly, sometimes I don't. This is actually not the second time, but the third time I'm getting rid of plants. I did like a mini purge a couple months ago, but I'm bringing them all of these plants. Well, one, I'm asking a couple of friends if they're interested in anything, so one of them they're gonna take. And then 2, I'm going to bring these plants to my work, because someone will probably take them. And 3, a couple I'm just straight up throwing away. They're not doing well. I don't feel like rehabbing them. I don't think they'll sell. I don't think anybody will take them, so I'm going to throw them away. Please do not feel bad for doing this. It's okay. However, if you maybe want to be a little less guilt feeling, because I mean, sometimes there does come a certain amount of guilt when you just throw a plant away. Don't throw it away in the trash. Throw it outside. Throw your plant outside without the pot. Please don't throw the pot away. It's not recyclable. It'll just stay in the landfill. Throw the plant outside. The dirt in the plant will eventually compost back into the earth and just be reused. And at least it's something, than just having it end up in a landfill in a trash bag, you know? But don't feel guilty. We all gotta do what we need to do to keep it sane in here, you know? So enough ranting before I get interrupted again and I forget where I am. I'm going to show you the plants. Let's start with the plants that I'm going to just straight up throw away. I'm going to show you. First is this Kellen Koi. My coworker gave it to me, and it was once so lush and beautiful, and it would bloom all the time. But my foster kitties have taken a liking to this plant, have torn a couple of branches off, and I have thus neglected it, and it's really not doing well. If I really wanted, I could just chop a section off and prop it, but honestly, I don't have that energy at this point in time. So this is gonna be dumped in my backyard, because yeah, it'll eventually compost back in my backyard. And for me, I like that better than just throwing it in the trash can. But everybody's different, do what you gotta do. But the first is this Kellen Koi. Second plant I'm just straight up throwing away in my backyard is this, what I believe to be a Jade. I got this at my Chicago trade that I posted during the summertime of 2021. And when I traded for it, I did not realize that it had mealies until I brought it home. So unfortunately, because it had mealies, I wanted to isolate it. I put it in my half bath where we keep our foster kittens, and it just got neglected even more, and it's just, I'm surprised it's not dead, honestly. It's still like slightly kicking, but not worth the energy for me. It's going away. And my last plant that I am throwing away is this African violet. This one is like semi-sentimental to me. My mother-in-law gave me, she gave me the plant, but it was like a 1 or 2 leaf rooted cutting that was like in a huge pot, way too big. It didn't need to be in that huge of a pot. And it was from my in-laws' neighbor, who they've been neighbors for like a long time. And it was dying, so she gave it to me to save. It turned into this beautiful plant. It has beautiful purple blooms, but this got mealies, and I can't get rid of them. I have tried time and time again to get rid of the mealies on this plant, and I just can't, and I just can't do it anymore. To me, it is not worth the effort of constantly trying to repot it and get the alcohol and swab away all the mealies. It's just not worth it to me anymore. So African violets are pretty common where I live, and if I felt the need, I could go pick up another one. So I am taking this off of my mental load and throwing it away. Okay, let's get to the plants that now I am asking my friends if they want, and if they don't, I'm just gonna bring them to work and put them on our free table because I'm sure someone will take it. Oh, and the pots are not included. A lot of these are in pots still, and the pots are mine. I'm not giving away the pots. Okay, let's start with this Syngonium. I don't know what kind it is, but it's a pink Syngonium. I really did fall in love with Syngoniums in 2021, or was it 2020? I think it was 2020. I fell in love with Syngoniums in 2020, and I only have a couple, but this one, it just doesn't spark joy for me anymore. I feel like, I have to water that one again. Oh, didn't I just water you? I feel burdened by it, and that's why I am giving this one away, even though it's healthy, and I mean, it's really pretty. It just doesn't spark that joy for me anymore, which is perfectly fine. It's fine. The same thing with this Pilea. It's super cute, but it hasn't really grown for me. It's kind of dramatic, honestly. And it just, like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing it and watering it. So it's gonna go to a better home. This one is a Chinese evergreen, don't know what kind. It's this actually like really pretty like pinkish color. My friend is actually going to take this one, so I'm going to transfer it out of Lecca, because right now it is in Lecca, and into soil for her, because she is newer to plants, so she don't know what Lecca is, which is for that's fine, but yeah, I'm going to put it in soil, and so this one's going to a new home. I'm so excited. This is a Cuban oregano, and I just can't get the care needs down. I've kept it for so long because it honestly smells amazing. It smells so good. But I just can't justify it taking up space when I look at it, I feel my heart. Not my heart. Yeah, my heart and my stomach kind of sink. I'm like, ugh, like that. I think that's a sign to get rid of it, even though you smell fantastic. You really do. I have 3 more. So this one I also got at the same plant swap that I did the Dying Jade. I have no idea what this is, but it was like kind of rooted when I got it, and this, like, it just really isn't doing anything. It is coming out with a new leaf up here, but it just doesn't make me happy, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Second to last one. That was very close up with my face. I'm sorry if that was too close. But this is a Philodendron Burly Marks. I have one already in semi-hydro that is just like grown like a freaking weed. I don't know what to do with it. But the cats, the kittens have really grown a liking to this plant. But it's just so, like, I really like it. I do really like it because it's so weird looking. And there's so much new growth in the back here. Like, well, actually, no, they ate that leaf. But this is new growth here. This is new growth here. This is just no leaf. But I don't need it. I already have one. And if that one starts to do poorly, I can take a propagation off of it and create a new plant if I wanted. So this one is just an unnecessary duplicate that's taking up my resources that I just don't have extra of right now. So it is going bye-bye. And the last one, but I'm parched, I need a drink. Last plant I'm gonna get rid of is this Philodendron. This is not a Philodendron. Why did I say that? I don't know. This is a Monstera. This is a Monstera deliciosa. And it is in LECA, and it has been doing so well in LECA. But honestly, look how big this thing is. And look, like, the cats really love this plant. They have been eating at it. Don't worry. I monitor them. They haven't even thrown up from eating this plant. Like, they have stomachs of steel. It's really cool, and I love Monstera, but I already have one right over there, and it's doing really well. There's no need for me to keep this Monstera when it's, again, like, I hate to use this word, but it's birded. The cat was playing with the extension cord of my setup, and that's not good if it just, like, all falls over. But it's fine now. She's done. I don't need this Monstera. I already have one. It's doing great, and again, if it does start to go downhill, I can always take a cutting of it to keep the plant legacy alive. I don't need this one. It's taking up too much space. It's taking up my resources. Again, like, I feel dread when I see it and when I need to flush it and rewater it. So this one honestly was a tough one to decide. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it, but yeah, I'm gonna give it away. Thank you again so much for watching this video. Again, if you're feeling overwhelmed with your plants, it's totally normal. Please don't put that extra stress on yourself by stressing like what you're gonna do with them if they're healthy. It's okay. We've all been there. Throw it away. Get those plants off your mind. Get your plant count down. Get your time spent caring for your plants down to a more manageable level, and enjoy the hobby again. Because, again, plants are supposed to bring us happiness and joy, and when they don't anymore, we need to look at why. And usually it's because we have too many. All right, I've been talking long enough. My mouth is dry. So I'm gonna end this here. Thank you so much again for joining me today. I will see you next time. Cheers. No joke, guys. If you like gin, gotta try Tom Collins. It's super delicious.